So our worship theme this month is called Moving Through Mud. So today we're going to talk about staying connected to the earth, just like the earth burns. And we're going to begin with our opening song. We have Zoe with us today. Welcome, Zoe. Yay! Playing music for us. And she's going to play a song called the Garden Song. Some of you might know it. So we can start by singing along. And then I'm going to invite Lisa to just come up for holding the stone for joy, for gratitudes, griefs, or growth. So think inside yourself as we get started. What do you bring into the space? Are you bringing some gratitude today? Are you bringing some sadness about something? Or are you bringing something that you're excited about growing or learning today? Okay? Here we go. We can stand up. Even though we might be tired.
Grow my rose, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below as the rain comes tumbling down.
If you want to add a gratitude, a grief,
pulling leaves and picking stones, man is made of dreams and hopes. Feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music from the land. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. Old crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as a feathered thief up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below as the rain comes tumbling down.
do we have a challenge later among us? Jules. Can you lead the words for us? Life is a gift for which we are grateful. We gather in community to celebrate the glories and mysteries of this great gift. For our mindfulness practice today, I'm going to ask us to rise in body or spirit if you would like. And we're going to, we're just going to do our breathing, pretending that we are part of the web of life today. Because we're going to be moving through mud, so this is really staying connected to the earth. So I'm going to invite us to, however you want to move your body, as long as you're not touching other people like that, to express some part of the web of life. All right, are we ready? So let's just get our bodies loosened up. And I'm going to ask you to first pretend that you are a jellyfish going through the water. So breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in And breathing out. Jackson, breathing out. Can you join us? Okay. Let's do another thing. Let's be the ocean waves. So this you can either go side to side, you can lay down, but just breathing in and then breathing out. So another way you can do this is inside your mask. You can actually pretend like you're blowing air onto a window. Now that sound? Like that? But if you close your mouth, you can breathe like the ocean in through your mouth, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. It's like the waves trickling over the sand. Try it again, one more time. And breathing out. Good. This time we're just going to be loose and we're going to be doing a bud opening up into a flower. Pick your flower. You could be a daffodil, a crocus, something coming up now. All right, so we're going to pull ourselves in as the bud and then breathing out as the open flower. Breathing in. There, you got this. You're a star. Breathing out. Okay. And breathing in. And opening up. That's all. That's good. Have a seat.
I was being an iris.
You were being an iris? Oh my gosh, that's
I was being
awesome.
a
You're being a tulip? Oh, thank goodness. We're all in the room. That's good. One way that we can remind ourselves every day that we're part of the web of life is to try to make a trail, a connection. Do I have a volunteer? It's you, Elliot. Come on up.
Okay.
Let's say, for example, that Elliot had these pancakes for breakfast. Okay? You love pancakes? Awesome. So, Elliot, can you read what's in those pancakes, the first two ingredients? Oh, right here, the tiny print. Yeah. Enriched?
Rich flour.
Yeah.
Flour.
And what else? No, maybe, oh, you can put in front. What else?
What is it?
What's the second ingredient on there? So we got enriched wheat flour and what else does that say? It's tiny print.
Iron.
What is it?
Reduced iron.
Reduced iron. Huh. Well. So what do you think, okay, how do you think that wheat got into this box for Elliot's pancakes this morning?
Because that's what makes pancakes.
That's what makes pancakes. How did they get there?
Because we farmers.
Farmers. So when we talk about, so when we're sitting there eating our pancakes, we could think about how did the wheat get into the box? The wheat got into the box by a farmer, but how did the farmer get the wheat into the box? Yeah.
Then sold them.
What's that?
He grew the wheat, then he sold
He
them.
grew the wheat and he sold the wheat. So who bought the wheat? Do you know?
People who produce these pancakes.
The people who produce the pancakes. And how did they produce the pancakes?
Using those ingredients.
Yeah. Well, how did the pancakes get into the bag in the box?
They put them in the bag.
Somebody did, right? Yeah, Marianne?
I made pancakes.
You did? Okay, so good. You know what I'm talking about. So if Elliot's sitting there eating his breakfast with pancakes, he could follow this chain all the way back to the wheat that the farmer grew. What made the wheat grow, Aiden? Yeah.
Sunlight and the soil and
Yeah, sunlight, soil, and water, Jules. The earth too, right, the earth is in the soil. So in one little time while he's sitting there eating his pancakes, Elliot could connect himself back in the web of life simply by thinking about or reflecting in his heart, being grateful that all those chains helped help him eat this morning. Thank you, Elliot. That's good. Yeah, Marianne.
you should also think about who made the pancakes. Because
Exactly.
it can't just be cooked in a box.
Exactly. So somebody,
So your parent had to cook it.
your parent had to cook it, and somebody had to go to the store to buy it. Somebody had to work to get the money to go to the store to buy it, maybe even have the car to be able to go, and the gas from the earth to be able to go. Do you see how complex that can be? Yeah. So just one simple act of eating, and we do it a couple times a day, we can help ourselves be grounded in our connection to the earth, just by being grateful for the fact, all of these ways that we're interconnected with the web of life. Okay, are you ready for our story? Okay, here we go. We need, for our story, we need somebody who's feeling very lazy today. Who's feeling lazy? It's you, Lucas. And I need a very hardworking father. Is that you, Jack?
No.
Okay, come on up. So this is a story. This is a story. You got to turn this way so we can see you. This is a story called The Buried Treasure. A treasure in the fields. Once, there was a father who was very hardworking, except his son was actually called lazy. I mean, that's what his name meant, was lazy.
What?
His son,
What's his name?
Kersildek, I think it is, in the language that the story's from. The son spent a lot of time lounging around,
Oh, yeah.
doing nothing all day. Not helping his dad in the field, not doing anything much around the house, but he did do one thing, Elliot, and that was, in his mind, he fantasized that one day he would find a buried treasure, and he would get rich that way. So that's what his goal was in life, was to find a treasure, get rich, and not have to do any work. Sounds like a good plan, doesn't it, Zoe?
It does not.
Not very realistic, is it? But this was his idea. He wanted to find a buried treasure. So one day, his dad, who was very hardworking, he thought to himself, you know what? My son's not going to make it in the world. You say that to yourself? Exactly. So I better do something about it. Okay, so come on over here. So one day he said to his son, son, I remembered something I haven't told you yet. He said, do you see that hill over there behind our house? Well, there was once a man who lived on this property. And it is said that he buried his treasure before he died in that hill. That very hill. Oh, said the son. Is that so? And the dad said, why don't you go see if you can dig it up? Okay. So even though the son had been lazy and doing nothing, this got his attention. And so he started to dig.
With a rake.
Well, you got to pretend it's a shovel. So he went over to the hill in the back, and he dug, and he dug, and he dug for 10 days straight. And then he came back to his dad, and he said, you deceived me, you tricked me.
You deceived me, you tricked me.
How did I trick you? You said there was some treasure buried back there. There's no treasure. I've been digging for 10 days.
You said there's treasure back there. But there's no treasure. I've been digging for 10 days.
And he said, well, there actually is. If you plant a little cotton, you're going to make a lot of money doing that. Ah, said the son. And so it was that the son went out day after day, and something interesting happened to him. Not only did he grow a great crop of cotton, which benefited him, he also started his life was different. Instead of lounging around all day, doing nothing, he started to pay attention to the sun coming up and the sun going down, to being tuned into the soil and how the soil was, whether it was too wet or too dry. And his life started to take the rhythm of the natural cycle of the season. And so not only did he get rich because he got money from the cotton, he also got rich because his lifestyle was healthier. And that is the end of the story. Ah!
He had a son before he told
Take your hands off. Down right there. Maxie, could you sit up, please? So what do you think that story has to teach or remind us about? Especially as we were talking about moving through mud, like being connected to the earth in a good way. What do you think? What does the story have to teach or remind us about? Any ideas? Elliot?
if you stop being lazy and actually do something, it could give you so much.
Okay, so if you stop doing nothing and you actually do something, it could give you lots of benefits. Yeah. What else? Yeah, Ariana.
It feels a healthy life to get things you want.
I didn't hear the second
You
part.
have to live a healthy, good life
Yeah.
to get what you want.
That's right. You have to live a healthy, good life to get what you want in life. Yeah, right? What else? Anybody have any other thoughts? Anything else come to your mind? Jules? Oh, Marianne?
If you just sit around, you're going to get
You're going to get weak.
You're looking to find a treasure. If you just lounge around and
That's right. So not having good, that's right, not having goals, that's not a very treasureful life, right? So one of our principles, Elliot and Daxton, one of our principles is that we affirm and promote the interdependent web of life. And that means that we value it in a way that helps us stay connected to the web of life, so that we just don't isolate ourselves into like, oh, this is my little spot in the world, and this is the only thing I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and wish for this. We actually stay connected both to people and to the planet, and it helps us to stay healthy, and it helps us to contribute to our families and to our community. Yeah?
how many principles are there?
8.
What?
The 7th one is the interdependent web. So let's stand up, rise up in body or spirit, and Zoe's going to play a song to close us out. This is a song that we sing every time the seasons change, because next weekend when you're here for the equinox, we're going to be downstairs all together, and we're going to celebrate the coming of spring. So here's a song that we do, and it has some hand motions with it. Ready?
All my life's a circle.
All my life's a circle.
Sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around.
Big circle.
All my life's a circle,
Shrug your shoulders.
but I can't
Tell you
why.
Seasons spinning round.
Seasons spinning round again.
That's a good one. The years keep rolling by. Very good, Ellie. One more time.
All my life's a circle.
Sunrise.
Sunrise and sundown.
The moon.
The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around.
Nice big circle.
All my
Shrug your
life's a
shoulders.
circle, but I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning around again.
Nice.
The years keep rolling by.
That's all. Thank you. So we're going to go now and piece over to Guru Gem. So find a seat there. Be careful of the benches. Thank you, Zoe.
Of course, thank you.
Oh, come on.